Yugioh
is fucking expensive.
I'm gonna make this very short and simple. Last week we got outclassed by our rival with his hero deck, and we actually won the other two matches, giving us an additional $10.25 into our budget. Let's go ahead and jump right into what we are getting this week and get into some duels.
We're going to be doing basically the same thing that we did last week, looking at what prices we can get these cards for, and utilizing the cards that we already have, just subtracting as if we bought them online, because having to wait for stuff to come in the mail, waiting for someone to ship it, it's inconvenient. We're going to probably have to do it eventually, but that being said, since I have the cards already, I'm just going to subtract them from my budget for what we can get them online right at this moment. As you can see right here, we have Black Rose Dragon, the blue ultra rare. We have Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, the green ultra rare, and we have Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, the purple ultra rare. That's the cheapest that I could find these cards. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have the Blue Eyes cards with the blue lettering. Of course, you know that they just look awesome, and it's kind of. I have a feeling that those are going to end up going up in price eventually. But those are 3 cards that we're adding to the deck. But we're also adding 2 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. This is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Special summons itself from the hand by revealing Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, and I believe you could destroy a card on the field when you summon it. All of this brings our total for the week up to 838. So that's a big chunk of our winnings from last week. But let's go ahead and see what we're going to be putting into the deck and taking out.
So this week we're running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Flamboyant Guard, 2 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, 2 Dragon Spirit of White, 2 Heretic Dragon of Tefnuit, 3 Honest, 3 White Stone of Ancients, 1 White Stone of Legend, 2 Sage with the Eyes of Blue, 3 Maiden with Eyes of Blue, 2 Trade-in, 1 Cards of Consonance, 3 Dragon Shrine, 2 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Forbidden Chalice, 2 Silver's Cry, 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device, and 1 Fiendish Chain. We're also running in our extra deck Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, 3 Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, 1 Moonlight Dragon, 1 Black Rose Dragon, and 1 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. The side deck doesn't really matter too much. We barely ever use it. So let's go ahead and jump into some duels. Alright guys, so in duel number 1 we're going against our rival Accordion. He summons Solid Soldier, then special summons Shadow Mist, activating its effect to add the mass change, and then he uses Polymerization to make Sunrise. From there, he summons Malicious from the graveyard, adding Miracle Fusion to the hand, and then he mass changes into Dark Law, and on our turn we Forbidden Chalice the Dark Law, activate Dragon Shrine. We use Silver's Cry to bring back our Dragon Spirit of White, and we end up on a board of Blue Eyes, White Stone of Legend, and our Spirit Dragon. So he actually just starts going off completely, and he actually summons Stratos. He's able to add his Honest Neos to his hand, and just makes a board that's basically unbeatable, halving all of our monsters' attack points. We are able to special summon the Blue Eyes from our hand, but he Honest Neos is over it, and basically just completely OTKs us in the first duel. In the second duel, we go first. We summon our White Stone of Ancients using Sage's effect to actually bring out our Spirit Dragon, and then we bring out our Blue Eyes at the end of the turn. He summons Solid Soldier, we Forbidden Chalice it, and he goes ahead and Raigekis our field, activates Mass Change to bring out the, I think it's Deanne, and attacks us directly. Our turn, we Monster Reborn our Blue Eyes White Dragon, and he Bottomless Trap Holes it. We activate a card to bring back our Spirit Dragon to our hand, and he sets a Torrential, summons a Stratos, bringing, I believe it was Solid Soldier to his hand, attacks us directly, or attacks over our monster and attacks us directly. We bring back Spirit Dragon of white. We destroy his back row, and then it's our turn. We attack over his Stratos. We bring out our Blue Eyes White Dragon. We attack over his other monster, and we go into Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, adding a card to our hand and ending our turn. And he draws into a Stratos, activating its effect to bring Honest Neos, and he attacks over our defense position monster. Our turn. We draw Dark Hole. We add Blue Eyes to our hand with our White Stone of Ancients. We Dark Hole and end our turn. And then he has Solid Soldier, and he summons out the Neos Alias and just attacks us directly for game. Match number 2, we're actually going against Ancient Gears. We go first. We use our Dragon Shrine and then Maiden. We target her with our Forbidden Chalice in order to bring out our Blue Eyes White Dragon. My bad. And we just kind of make a decent field. They don't have much that they can do. They kind of bricked. They normal summon their Ancient Gear Cannon and then set 2, activate the Ancient Gear Fortress and pass. They summon out their Wyvern, activating its effect to add the Ancient Gear Fusion. And then they limit removal, making us destroy our own Blue Eyes White Dragon. We summon Maiden, and we actually are able to bring out a pretty decent board toward our end phase. Their turn. There's nothing they could do, so they surrender. Game number 2 of match 2. We go first again. Cards of Consonance, adding trade-in and Flamvell Guard. I should probably take that card out of the deck, honestly. We set 2, pass turn, and summon our Spirit Dragon from our deck. They summon Wyvern, activating its effect, adding Fusion, end their turn, and we compulse their card back to their hand. We grab Silver's Cry, and we attack directly, or we draw Silver's Cry, attack directly. And they actually set a monster and pass their turn, and we just kind of have a bunch of bricks in our hand. We couldn't do much there, but we Silver's Cry, bring back our monster, attack them directly for 3100, and bring out Silver Dragon and end our turn. From there, they actually draw into their Ancient Gear Golem, they fusion out their fusion monster, and they attempt to attack over us, and we just honest them for game. That was pretty fun match. Ancient Gears, I've seen them do some pretty good things before, but that deck, it was kind of strange. I feel like it could have been a little bit better, but yeah, we'll go into match 3. So match number 3, we're actually going against the meta deck. This guy has Virtual World, and we're just gonna jump right into it. His opening hand is not that great. He just sets 1 and sets 2 back row pass. We Twin Twisters his back row, and then we proceed to add Blue Eyes to our hand with our White Stone of Legend. We summon out our Blue Eyes alternative, summon Maiden, use Sage to bring out Blue Eyes, 2 Blue Eyes actually, well, Blue Eyes and our Spirit Dragon. We use its effect to special summon our Blue Eyes from our hand, and we attack him directly for an OTK against a freaking Virtual World deck. That's outrageous. I've never seen that before, Blue Eyes being Virtual World, but we got extremely lucky in the first match, or first game. So, game number 2 against Virtual World, they actually start out with a really decent hand. They have the 2-card combo to get out to VFD. They have a driver. Unfortunately, they have the driver in their hand, unfortunately, and they have the Gamma as well, which is good for them. They could still use it. They decided to discard their Ash Blossom. I probably would have discarded the driver there, but we go ahead and Chalice their VFD when they attempt to activate it, and then we use our Dragon Shrine to send 2. We use our trade-in to discard and draw 2. We get Maiden and Sage in our hand, and we are able to bring out 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons with that, as well as a Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. We honest over their VFD that we gave 400 or attack points to, and we OTK Virtual World again. This deck is, I mean, I don't know, they must have gotten some terrible hands, but we actually beat Virtual World. VFD.deck, we beat it. I'll take that. I'll take that W. It's all good. So that's it for this week's episode of Building on a Budget. I thought it was crazy that we actually won 2-0 against the Virtual World deck, especially since we OTK'd them twice. That was totally a fluke, I'm sure. It'll never ever happen again, especially not until we actually get some really good cards into this deck. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Corion, I'm coming for you next time. I'm going to just completely destroy you. I have some ideas for what I'm going to add into the deck, and I'm not losing again. But that being said, hope you guys have a great day.